Good morning, everyone. So, today we are going to continue our previous topic, function of stems. So, let us do a quick review of what we learned in the previous class. In the previous class, you learned that stems have certain functions for the plant, such as they carry food and water to different parts of the plant, they give support to the plant to stand straight, except in climbers and creepers, and they also hold all the different parts of the plant together. Okay, so now let me tell you something. Do you know that there are also some other functions of the stem that you may not know about? Okay, so I have a potato with me. Okay, this is a potato, and do you know what is it exactly? It is a stem. Okay, I also have ginger with me. Ginger is also a stem. I also have turmeric. You know turmeric, haldi. So can you see the yellow color? Yes. So this is turmeric, and you can see the roots coming out of it. This is also a stem, and we eat all these three. We eat ginger, we eat potato, we eat turmeric, right? Now you might be wondering that I told you in the previous class that stems support the plant to stand straight, right? Now all these things that I showed you just now, a ginger, a turmeric, or a potato, they all grow under the ground, right? They all grow under the ground. So how can they be called as a stem when stems are that part of the plant which are above the ground? Yes, definitely. That is also true. Stems are those part of the plant that are above the ground, but also there are some stems which can be found under the ground, and there is a reason why. All these stems that you see with me, they are actually stored food for the plant. Okay, these stems are found under the ground. It means that when this, for example, when the potato plant makes food, it stores all the extra food in this potato, and this potato is under the ground. And the reason why, see, the reason why plants store food for them is that there may be times when they don't get enough water, or there may be times when they don't get enough sunlight, so they may not be able to make food for the plant, and if they don't make food, the plant won't survive. So this is a perfect way of storing food, so that if the plant is not able to make food for itself, it can use up the food that is stored in the stem. That is the reason why some of the stems are found under the ground. Okay, the same logic for this ginger. For ginger, turmeric, onions, garlic, they are all stems. The plant actually makes food, but it also stores the food in those stem which is found under the ground. Now, these are food which are good for us. That's why we eat them. That's the only difference. Okay? So now you know that we eat the leaves of a plant, we eat the flowers of a plant, we eat the fruits of plant, we eat roots, and we also eat the stems. So potato is actually a stem. Okay, it is a stem which we eat as a vegetable. This is a stored food for the plant, so that the plant can use it when it is not able to make enough food. So you have learned one more function, that stems store food for the plant. Do you know that there is also one more function for stems? So until now you have learned that leaves make food for the plant, right? Leaves make food for the plant. But there are plants in which the stem makes food. Okay, so these days, growing having a cactus has become very common in our house, in everyone's house actually. So this is a cactus plant that I have with me. Now I think you are very familiar that cactus have thorns in them, right? So instead of having leaves, cactus have thorns or spines. Another name for thorns, spines. Okay, and the stem that you see, the green part, the green fleshy part, is actually the stem. And since they do not have leaves, in place of leaf they have spines, and these spines cannot make food. They are not like leaves, they have some other purpose. So what makes food? In a cactus, the stem makes food for the plant. Now there's a reason. You might be wondering why it does not have a leaf. See, a cactus is basically found in a desert. It actually grows in a place where it's really really hot. So what happens is that if you have if cactus were supposed to have leaves like other plants, uh, you do remember what you learned in photosynthesis, right? When a plant makes food, it gives out water, and it also gives out carbon dioxide, sorry, oxygen. Okay, during the process of photosynthesis, the leaves of a plant gives out water in the air, and it also gives out oxygen. Now what happens is that a cactus is supposed to be living in very hot temperatures, so a place where they do not get enough water. So if they have just normal leaves like other plants, what will happen is that the plant will lose more water in the heat, because of which the cactus won't be able to survive, because it has to live, it is made in such a way that it can live with less water. So basically it needs to live with less water, and if it has normal leaves like other plants, it will lose more water through the leaves. That is the reason why cactus have spines. Okay, they are spines. We call them modified leaves. The word modification means with a bit of changes. So they are called modified leaves. These spines are actually modified leaves. They have spines so that they do not lose water like other plants that we see around us. And since they do not have leaves, they cannot make food. So the stem takes over the work of the cactus. Sorry, the stem takes over the work of the leaves, and they start making food for the cactus. That is the reason how it can survive. So now you know that stem can store food. A stem can also make food, such as in a cactus.